Oh, it's connecting to YouTube.
Yeah, that's fine.
There it is. Okay. Weird. For whatever reason, it wasn't up in the top right corner. But anyways, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. This is open discussion on a Monday with Jack and Jimmy.
He's late because of me, by the way. I'll take the blame for that, the hit. I fell asleep waiting to go live with him.
That he get a quick nap in, I guess, huh?
Oh, it was good. I never slept so well, but I shouldn't have went so long.
But so I mean, basically we can basically discuss what we were discussing yesterday, just because it's a different channel, different audience, or whatever. But I mean, there's still some lap over, I guess, whatever you call it, from viewers on F as in Frank as they are here. So some of it will sound a little bit repetitive, but I did find YouTube short. I found a few of them, but I went back through my history and found one specifically, and I can share that with everybody, and then see what you think. It has to do with YouTube or Sony getting rid of physical media. So I'll go ahead and start that, and then we'll kind of discuss it.
Nation's announcement that they were going to stop making physical
Okay, now why
copies
is
of
it
games
not?
available
Yeah,
from January.
Okay, that's nice.
All right, we gotta talk about these handheld names. Nintendo, you start. We pioneered handheld gaming, and it all started with the Game Boy. That sounds more like a command.
Damn it.
So PlayStation's announcement that they were going to stop making physical copies of games available starting in January of 2020, it went over very badly. And I think it went way worse than even they expected. I think they were getting some back, and for some,
I'm getting a lot of choppiness.
a hornet's nest clear into next week. Like, it was shocking how overwhelmingly negative the reaction. Even MSNBC, Fox News, you name it, BBC was doing interviews about it, talking about how PlayStation was doing crazy rid of physical gaming media. They've even tried to save face by announcing things like, no, we're still going to support the physical media you
give me the videos.
So like disk drives you bought will still technically work. We're not going to brick them overnight. We just won't be making any more physical copies.
Is it choppy?
Yeah, and it's totally interrupting what you're saying too. So yeah, it's having trouble playing the video. At least for me on my end.
Probably the internet.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody sees. The only thing I can do is check with a friend to see if things sound good on his end.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yes, Sumo Boy, we're working on it.
I don't know. I don't like
because
everything sounds good to me.
So well, then forget me. Go ahead and play it. Forget me. I'll deal with it so that everybody else can see.
But no,
it.
I mean, like, you're seeing something different than I am because I'm firsthand. You're secondhand in a sense.
So I'll get
traveling over the internet.
If they can see in the chat room, forget me. Don't worry about me. Just play it and I'll wait.
Games, which is exactly what they announced, and they're expecting people to be like, oh. Okay, that's cool. Point when or not, it will have an impact on about topics like this. So it's not clear yet whether or not they care. If they care, PlayStation just lost a lot of units sold next generation. But if they don't, which is what they're counting on, it probably will not have any significant impact at all on their bottom line. What could have an impact on their bottom line, however, are all of the lawsuits and the regulators that expressed interest in investigating monopolistic accusations against PlayStation. Basically because if they get rid of physical media, Every game copy that comes through and that you play has to be downloaded through the PlayStation Store. There's no like physical copy of the game that you bought from Walmart and then plugged into your console. You got it on sale there, so it was a free and open market. There's nothing like that. Everything will go through them. I know they're claiming that you'll still be able to buy digital codes from other retailers, and that makes it okay for some reason, but it still has to go through the PlayStation Store, which means it's effectively a monopoly. But even if European regulators demanded that they have to continue doing physical media, Sony has reportedly already started to take manufacturing capacity away from optical discs, and they've started to replace equipment in those factories to produce other stuff like micro lenses for cameras and stuff. So it's already looking like they're moving away fully from physical media, full stop. So even if regulators force them back into it, supply would be non-existent. They would just be like, we're sold out all of the time. And that's how they would get away with it. Feels like no matter what, this is the road we're headed down. So
there we go. It's all about the physical media and them trying to get rid of it, right?
Wouldn't
the way
that affect
he was
day
saying it,
one?
like, huh?
Wouldn't that affect day one sales, like waiting in line, getting a copy? Like, wouldn't people just not buy it on day one anymore?
I mean, you wouldn't need to. I mean, I don't know how that would affect day one sales, because I still think that people that want to play a game, sure, you're not going to be going to the store to pick it up. You may actually, it will actually be easier to buy it day one, because
True.
it'll be available over the internet, right? It'll be a digital copy and not a physical copy that you have to go get.
Right.
Whereas, like, if you wanted to get the game physically, well, you'd have to drive down to the store. That's why they had midnight releases, so then that way you could get the
That was
game.
kind of exciting. I got into that. I like
You
that.
kind of prepare for the day that it would go live, right? But with digital now, you can prepay for it, and then once it's live, or you can even download it to your console, so when it's actually goes live, then it's ready to play right then and there. However, kind of like what he was saying is that they're getting rid of the that market, right? So there's no competition whatsoever. Well, I guess if you bought a code from another retailer or whatever, you can supposedly you can buy it on or use it on the PlayStation, but it's limited through the PlayStation market, right? So the price of games will more than likely go up even more, because there's nothing to compete with, unless Xbox says, well, we have it on our console, or Nintendo says we have it on our console.
Oh no, the Xbox is also going without physical
they're
media.
they're going to be doing the same thing that Sony's doing. So it's just going to be like, well, we'll charge $100 for this game, and so Xbox will be like, okay, well, we'll charge $100 for this game, and they'll just keep doing that, right? Whereas if you have a physical copy of the game that actually has the game on the disc or on the physical media, I can take that game and take it to GameStop and trade it in, and they can sell it for however much they're going to sell it for. Or I can get a used copy for, $20, $30, $40 or whatever, and not have to spend, like, there's games on the PlayStation Store right now that have been out for 2, 3 years, 4 years, and it's still at the retail price, normal retail price. And I can get the same copy on the disc for half the price or less or more in some cases. So it's getting rid of that complete market, so then that way they don't have to compete with secondhand sales or a secondhand market.
Is that going to make you switch formats, platforms?
Well, the way I'm seeing it is I don't see it making it a difference what platform you're on, whether it be PlayStation, Xbox, over the PC, Nintendo. It really doesn't matter which console you're on or which platform you're on. It's all going to be the same. Now, the one thing I see that's going to be beneficial for the average gamer is probably going to be going to PC, because Steam, as far as or as of today, or up to today, or that we have so far from Steam, is that they've got games for 5, 10, $15, and
Yeah,
they've got
literally.
killer deals all the time.
Right.
Um,
Their library is great, by the
and
way.
they've got a huge library, not just games that you can buy on PlayStation, or Xbox, but games that have been around, or that have or been out for decades, right? I mean, you can go back and buy a game from the 90s and play it on Steam, right? Like that game that you were talking about, Dragon Quest,
Yeah.
available on, I think it's available on Steam. It'll
I'm
probably
still
be
playing
Final
Portal.
Fantasy.
Portal came out
Final
back in
Fantasy.
2000.
I know the original Final Fantasy games are available on Steam, and those were games that were back in the 80s, early 90s. Well, yeah, I say late 80s, early 90s. Um, uh, I think Final Fantasy, the original one, I don't know the exact date it came out, but I would imagine it came out in the Nintendo era, right? When
Right.
the regular NES was out, um, because it was still on a cartridge. So, I mean, those games are even those games are on Steam, where it's not available on a PlayStation or an Xbox or Nintendo even,
So what is your prediction on how it's going to change gaming?
I think people are going to hold back more, because if they're either going to go to Steam, or if they stick with a console, um, you're going to be a lot more selective on which games you buy, right? You're not going to go out and jump on every single game day one. You're going to be like, okay, well, which games do I really want to buy? And then you'll save for those games, and then possibly play those. Now, the problem with, like, what I'm seeing with Sony is that they can cancel your license at any time they want. So that's another thing you got to think about if you're going to buy a game. Where you're going to purchase that game, and are you looking for longevity, or are you just looking just to rent the game for a couple months while you beat it? Um, and I really hope that people want to maintain ownership of their game. Otherwise, I mean,
Otherwise, we're
just gonna
screwed.
they're just gonna stick it to us. They're really just gonna stick it to us.
Right.
Um, and I heard, was it? I watched a YouTuber that I follow, and he was talking about how Nintendo is still has physical media. You still have the cartridge for the Switch too, but I mean, do you really? I know there is at least a dozen copies or a dozen different games where it was just the license key or the key code on the cartridge. It didn't have the actual game. So when you put the cartridge in, it would download the game from
Mhm.
the internet onto your Switch. But
Yeah, we're going through some major changes,
you
dude.
don't have the internet, you can't do that. And does that game even work if you're not on the internet? I don't know. I don't have a Switch 2, so I couldn't tell you. Um, but nonetheless, I mean, the point that they're trying to get rid of all the physical media, and
They're just trying to kill the resale business. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah,
Literally.
they're trying to capture as much of the money that they can from each game.
Yeah.
So much that they'll shove, like, money, or shove microtransactions into a game to try to milk it for more, right? Kind of like with Black Flag, from what I heard, it was a single player game, so there's no online mode, right, or no multiplayer mode. So you uh, really don't need the internet for it, but it still requires you to have the internet in order to play it, which is stupid. It's a single player game. Why? There's no need for it.
Right.
Then
No such thing as campaigns anymore.
then there's a bunch of microtransactions inside of the game as well So if you want a different skin, or if you want a different weapon skin, or whatever the case may be, um, they they've microtransactions in the game, which is you're taking away from the quality of the game, or the story behind the game.
So you know
So
what my prediction is? Okay. My prediction is it the only good thing about this, I believe everybody will go to Steam. Okay. And I believe PlayStation and Xbox will become PC platforms. Their consoles will be PCs also.
yeah,
And we'll be able to cross platform because it's all the same platform.
well, I
I
mean,
believe that's what's going to happen.
we're kind of seeing that with Xbox, right? They want to go
Right.
to like a hybrid type.
The handheld.
Well, they want to go through a hybrid type console. So
Mhm.
like they want to be able to run PC on the Xbox itself.
That's what's going to happen.
And
In a way, it's going to be better for
not
gamers.
sure if Sony is doing the same thing. I think I heard something about it, but
Yeah,
um,
Sony's always
I imagine they probably will be going that direction too.
Sony loves to do their own thing,
They've got
whether
to. I
it's
mean,
CDs
they're going to
or
have to do something to compete with Steam. So,
right.
um,
Steam's going to win. That's
yeah.
all, and everybody's going to follow, and
they've already
everybody will
well, they've
be
already
PC
built it.
gamers.
Steam has already built it, right? They've already
Mhm.
got it going. They've got something working going, and Sony's trying to jump in on that, and they don't have the reputation behind them for the digital media store like Steam does. Um, Not to mention, like if like a return, like refunds, right? If you want to get a game on Steam, I guess you have like 2 hours that you can get your full money back. Where that's not even an option on PlayStation at all.
Can you play that fast? Can you play a whole game in 2 hours?
Well, no, but if like say the game's broken, right? Like say for example, like what was it, the Fallout 76 when it came out, it was completely broken. So bad they were giving copies of it away. Um, and I mean, eventually it got fixed through patches and whatnot. But if you found out in the first 2 hours that it was broken, you're like, no, I want my money back. You could,
Well,
but on PlayStation, if you bought the game, um, there was no such thing as a refund, or
right, right.
or if you tried to, they'd send you through this hoop and that hoop just to get or try to find a way to get a refund for it. So I don't know. I don't I don't see PlayStation being able to compete, um, especially when they're charging so much for their games.
They'll
And
comply.
they,
They'll find a way. They will. They'll become a PC platform. So will Xbox. Will all be on PC platform. Oops. Let's see. Hold on. I'm updating my phone. Sorry. So anyway, I think it's good. I think it's bad. I think all around it'll change gaming completely. I don't. It's just not the same. When you can't resell your game, that's ridiculous. I can't loan my brother a book because it's on my Kindle. I can't. You just can't. And people hate that. So anyway,
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You can't even share these games or anything like that, like you can with books or movies, right? And that's another thing. I like who was it, the creator of Dark Souls was talking about if they or switch over, um, it's only the beginning. You know, they could end up doing the same thing for movies and stuff like that.
oh yeah, they will. They will because we don't want it. What we want, they don't do. What we don't want them to do, they do. It's so annoying. So, are you ever going to the movies again? You don't go to the movies a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, of course.
What's the next
Um,
movie you want to see? Are you going to see
um,
Avengers or Dune?
I mean, if it was a choice, I'd probably see Avengers over Dune.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Dune will lose. By the way,
I'm not a big like. I've never really been a huge Dune fan.
it's kind
Um,
of a boring story.
uh, well, it's all
But
just set out in the desert and whatnot, and it just I don't
yeah,
know.
it's a bunch
Um,
of sand. That's it.
so I mean, I understand if somebody likes it, it's fine. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess.
Right, right.
It's not a bad movie. I'm not gonna say that,
But
but it's
Avengers is going to kill
not.
whether it's you like it, whether it's woke or not. It's going to pull in the money. It just is because the last one was so good. It really was. But once again, good old Disney can't control itself. So I promise you, there'll be something. You know, they're gonna check all those boxes and make sure they're Academy worthy. Are you there?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just curious. I think it's stupid. Not for me, but I think it's stupid. Avengers and Dune are being released same day. They're killing each other. It's dumb. They could maximize profits by not doing that. But you know what? It's almost like a peeing contest. You know, it's who's going to win. I know who's going to win. I really do. But Dune will make money. Dune 3, I think it is. But Avengers will kill. Avengers
Oh
will just
yeah.
kill.
I'm
So,
sure it will.
which they're going to need it to because they're paying out so much money to make that movie with salaries alone. Everybody's in that movie. I mean, like, what does Spider Man have? Like, have the Hulk and I think Punisher in his movie. I
In
think
which
it
movie?
is the new Spider Man.
Oh,
Hulk's going to be in it.
is
And
he?
yeah, and so is Punisher. So, anyway, this is what Jimmy looks like when he's doing something while we're talking. I can totally tell. I've been podcasting with you long enough to know you're dealing with crap.
The computer's not doing what I want it. Like the YouTube's not doing what I want it to do.
Oh, you're trying to play a video.
No, I'm not trying to play a video. I'm trying to moderate, and it's not letting me. It is what it is. But anyway, no, I mean I don't know. And like I said, I think Dune will have its fan base, and I'm I wouldn't say it's not something that I wouldn't go see. Um, but if I had to choose one or the other, I'd definitely go see.
Well, I'm going to go see both, but
But and that's if I choose to go see a movie at all. With everything that's in movies nowadays, it's not very encouraging to want to go see it. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, like, and then like what we're seeing with the Odyssey, right? That's another thing I was going to bring up is stuff I saw in the Odyssey. And I didn't think about this when we
Oh,
were
how
talking.
great everything's going for them. Complete
I didn't
lies.
think about. Well, hold on, because I didn't think about this yesterday when we watched or we were talking about it. But the Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was filmed in IMAX, right?
Right,
IMAX cameras.
right.
So a
But
lot of
then you got to pay more money to go see it.
you got to go pay more money to go see it.
Yeah.
Um, you can still see it, normally. It's not strictly an IMAX film,
Oh,
but
I thought it was. Oh, well.
no, no, you can still see it standard. However, the fact that it's IMAX, um, I guess or if you ever heard of WDW Pro, he's been saying that uh, a lot of the ticket sales has been through IMAX. They're making, or apparently they're projected to make $257 million. But when the price of tickets are more, you're gonna make more, right?
Right.
And if IMAX is costing more to see, that you're making the money but not selling the tickets. Makes sense?
Hmm.
So could they be making that money? Sure, they could be. Is that the ultimate goal? Yeah, probably. It really doesn't matter how many tickets they sell; it's how much they sell, or like how much they make selling them, right?
Yep.
So they really don't care. Um, but is it as good as they're making it out to be or by showing us the IMAX?
According to Rotten Tomatoes, it is.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
But
They must own Rotten
you
Tomatoes.
watch uh, anybody doing reviews on YouTube, it's okay at best.
They're saying it should be double featured with Supergirl.
Yeah, yeah,
Serious.
that would
Like,
make sense.
okay.
Tack the ticket price onto that. But
I may go to the drive-in to see both those. Just kidding.
I sleep the whole time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's plenty more to do in the drive-in than just watch
I know they've
stupid
got
movies.
they've got plenty of things you can do. But anyway, just I think the number or the money is conflated because of IMAX ticket sales. But I mean, even such, this is just opening weekend. Of course, anybody that's a Nolan fan is going to go see it. Or more
I,
likely going to see it.
wait, are you a fan of a director? I'm
There are
not.
people there. There are
I don't
people
do
that.
that. Ridley Scott, I don't run to his movies. I mean, I don't.
Well, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, if Michael Bay did a movie, I would want to go see it, right?
Why?
Because it's action packed and you know what you're going to get.
Big
Um,
Deal looks just like
if
the last Michael Bay.
look like James Cameron, when he made movies, people would want to go see his. Or Steven Spielberg, when Steven Spielberg made movies, they'd want to go see his. Yes, people
True.
do follow that. Now, I mean, if you're interested in different types of movies, and you may not, concentrate on just one director, but there are people that do. Um,
I have a friend who goes because of the composer that did the
yeah,
music, like
yeah.
John Williams. You know,
Annie
he'll
Elfman.
yeah, he'll go to all those. He's got like a handful of composers, but he is a composer. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, totally get it.
But
But I
as far
don't
as
follow
like,
directors.
I mean, there are people that will go see it, Christopher Nolan or Nolan's film because of him being the director. Um, I mean, he did some decent movies, movies that did fairly well. He did Batman. Um, so I mean, will they go see it because of that? Sure. And I'm guessing that the majority of people that would have seen it this weekend, right? The biggest thing is, can it retain those numbers, or how well can it retain numbers into the second weekend? And then with Spider-Man coming up, I even looked that up just to see when it's actually supposed to come out, and it says uh, 10 days, or was it the
Oh, it's that soon?
29th?
Oh,
Hold on.
good, because there's crap out right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Release date is July 30th. There we go. So yeah, 10 days.
Got it.
Um, so it's not going to be this weekend, right? But it more than likely will be next weekend.
I thought it would have been like 4th of July weekend or something, or Memorial weekend.
Yes. So the Odyssey will have 2 weekends to actually show what it can do. But when Spider-Man comes out, I mean, who's going to pick the Odyssey over Spider-Man?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man is just going to decimate them.
Like, Avengers are going to kill.
And that's for those people that are willing to go out and see movies. Not everybody is willing to go out and pay movie prices anymore.
They're ridiculous.
You can wait and see it, a month or two, and it'll be on streaming. I mean, a lot of movies have done that already.
Yeah.
Like, was it Hail Mary? I saw was already streaming, which it's been out a while.
Amazon Prime is really good.
There's, I mean, you can even watch from like movies from home. You don't have to go to the theater to watch them.
No,
Like,
you can pile in all your friends, have a barbecue,
yeah,
and then watch a movie. Like we did that with Michael.
And if you're really clever, you could even get a projector that can pick it up. You guys can make a movie night outside.
I don't know if I have a wall I can project onto.
Well, I've done it before. I went with a church group, and we went outside in the backyard, and they got a giant white sheet, and they played a movie out there, and we had barbecue and stuff out on the tables, and I was like, that's cool. That was kind of fun. But
that would be cool. Do it outside,
especially if you pay $20 for like the whole town to come in and watch.
You get the movie and you get food.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're getting like decent food, not just stuff that you get from
not drive-in food.
Yeah, not drive-in food or concession food that's frozen for the past week or whatever.
Hey, did you see that video? Not to jump track, but I am going to. Did you see that video about Donald Trump and they were trying to take him out of the picture? FIFA, the World Cup championship picture. He was on stage with the soccer players. They were trying to pull Donald Trump off stage so they could take the picture, right? And Donald Trump wouldn't move. He refused to get off stage. He stood on the stage. The explosions went off. They took the picture. Yeah, it's a video. You can go look at it. It's funny because FIFA official.
I know that he was there, but I didn't see the.
Oh no, he was in the picture, and he wasn't gonna move. He definitely said, "No, I know you're calling me, but I'm not moving." And he was cool, cheering with them and clapping. But I think there was a little ego, but I thought that was kind of cool too. Yeah. Nobody was gonna move him.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any of it. I literally didn't see any of that, or I've seen people talking about the World Cup and everything, and like I saw, what was it? There was a Christian, or that guy that I told you about. Oh God, the church in Dallas. I think it's Dallas. I know it's Texas, but
everything's in Texas.
He did a little video, or he had a little conversation, and they made it into a short, and talking about it's the beginning of the end times and stuff like that. Because
oh my God, can we stop that? I mean, I'm Christian, and it bugs me.
The reason he says it is because it's an event that people from around the world are coming together for this event or whatever, and yada yada yada.
They do it again and again.
Players, I guess, like made or motion that he was taking his crown off and submitted it to Jesus or whatever. But anyway, that's
the older you get, it's always end times.
That's as far as I've watched, as far as the World Cup is concerned. Anytime it comes up, I scroll to the next video.
Dude, I made it for 20 minutes. The USA game for 20 minutes before I turned it off and went, okay, I still hate soccer.
I don't see the thrill in the sport, but
it's freaking boring.
If people like it, by all means,
yeah, I cheer them on. If they love it, go for it.
Yeah,
I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. It's not about me, but I just can't do it.
If they like it, great. I'm just not. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, not a soccer fan. Or, I mean, I'm a football fan. American football.
Well, I mean, even football. I find football boring too. No. Especially if you go to the game. Oh my God, it's so much boring.
No, go to the game. You don't see anything. You're like
No,
up
you
in the
see everything.
nosebleed.
What are you talking about? You see everything.
No, no, no. You don't see anything going on in the field. You're in
So
nosebleed.
at a at a football game, yeah, especially if you're in nosebleed, but at a football game, you see all the downtime. You see them taking the breaks or the timeout.
It's
You
stupid.
see all of
I
that.
hate going to
Sit
live
there and wait
football.
and wait. And it
No,
almost feels like
TV's better.
between hikes, it's like 10, 15 minutes between hikes.
I
No
love
wonder,
that's why I like the red zone.
no
You ever
wonder
watch
it's like
red zone?
4 hours long because they take
Red
forever to
zone jumps.
play the
Red
game.
zone will jump from game to game. They will
Yeah.
never show a commercial. And
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. On TV, it's different because you see the commercials, you got the announcers or you got the people talking about the what's going on the field and the results and predictions and all that kind of stuff. You see all that in the downtime that you don't see when you're at the game, right? And this is why I think uh, football is a game best watched or best consumed over TV. Whereas
I agree.
baseball, I think baseball is the other way around. Baseball, you see all the downtime on TV.
Yeah, baseball's kind of
Uh,
boring.
whereas baseball, if you go to the baseball game, if you get up to use the restroom, you come back and 3 innings have gone by. You're like, wait, what?
But I gotta say, baseball's more like just going to hang out with your friends. I mean, we're gonna be at the game, but you sit there, you talk, and stuff goes on, maybe. But like
Well, it depends on the game.
baseball is
I mean, it
different.
depends on the teams that are playing. But like I said, baseball, if you go to the game, you're it's almost like when you get from the time you get there and the time you leave, it feels like you blink and you've freaking missed it. You missed the game. Um,
You don't like any sports though, right?
well, I like baseball if I go to
Yeah.
the sport. Um, hockey, I like both on and off TV.
Mm,
Hockey's fun.
yeah.
I don't follow any of these sports.
Hockey's both good either live or
Yeah,
recorded.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You get the same experience whether you're watching it live or you're watching it at the or on TV. You know,
Right.
you get the same experience for the most part. The big difference between going to the game there is you get to see uh you get to hear the crashes like right up against the glass.
Oh
You
yeah, that's
actually
great.
you
When they
actually
crash right
hear
in front of you.
you actually hear them with the hockey sticks on the ice. You know, you
We're getting rid of LeBron
get the
James, so I
get
may
the
become a
full
Lakers fan
experience.
again.
Whereas in on TV, um, hockey you're just kind of seeing it.
Yeah, hockey
It's
is cool.
really you're not really getting the full experience on TV and for
Well,
hockey.
it's also very fast paced. Probably the fastest sport out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Um, and what is it? They have 15-minute periods. Are these 15-minute periods?
I think so. They
Um,
agree.
so which is crazy because what is it? I think it's is football 15-minute quarters.
Yeah.
So um,
They do 4 quarters where
yeah,
hockey does
it's
3.
3 periods.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like the game takes just as long for either sport. You know?
Any sport is 3 hours, dude.
Yeah.
Except
Uh,
soccer's like 1-0.
or basketball.
Literally,
Basketball, another one that seems like
basketball's so annoying. Like
it's
all you gotta do is watch the last 5 minutes and see who wins.
not even 5 minutes. You could, I mean, well, you could jump in at the last quarter and go, "Oh, they're winning, or they're losing." All right,
Yeah, it's
how do
back
they
and
pull it
forth.
off?
Yeah,
Right? Are they going to pull it off? But that's about what basketball is like. You wait till the last quarter and go, "Okay."
right.
You're not going to be like, "Oh man, I missed the jump shot or whatever."
Hey, I got a question for you.
Hmm.
Do you collect cards? Not sports cards, but like Pokemon cards and stuff, or
Not anymore.
Magic the Gathering cards or
Not anymore.
whatever.
I used to.
Oh, you
I used,
used to.
but not.
What'd you collect?
I've collected baseball cards. I've collected Magic the Gathering cards. Um, there was another one I collected, but I don't remember what it is anymore. It was so many years ago. But
Yeah, Junior, he's still in the Pokemon, but he's more in the Pokemon for the money now.
well,
Flipping cards. Like, there's big bucks in Pokemon right now.
there is. Well, there is in Magic the Gathering too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I still had the cards that I had when I was playing Magic the Gathering, I mean, there's a small fortune there. I could probably put somebody through college with it, right? Um, just because of how much value they've gone up,
Do
especially
you
for the
miss
cards I
collecting?
huh?
Do you miss it? Miss collecting?
Um, yes and no. I mean, I've gone into other hobbies like video games and stuff like that, which I mean, there's some value to that as well. I mean, try finding a Nintendo system anymore, right? How much you gonna spend for that?
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or even a Super Nintendo, you're still gonna be paying for quite a bit or paying quite a bit of money for these
right.
things. Um,
Or a GameCube or a Nintendo 64, any of the old
Sega
systems.
Genesis, TurboGrafx 16,
Yeah.
anything.
A big card collection, like conventions coming to Nashville. Big.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna have Pokemon everything, and they're gonna have if you can collect it, it'll be there. The Magic the Gathering, anything. A lot of money's gonna fly that day.
huh? Well, I mean, now that you bring it up, I mean, I think that's where GameStop is trying to go.
Oh,
Because
collectibles?
yeah, collectibles.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Collect a GameStop store. How about that?
well,
Those are ancient and used to be good.
so it's kind of ironic because I was talking to my buddy Jeff about that, and um, but I'm thinking that uh, GameStop and the if they ever acquire eBay, I think that'd be a great mix between the two. Mostly because I listened to what the
Is
CEO
it?
of GameStop said. The reason being, it's going to make it like a brick and mortar for eBay. So right now, if you want to trade over eBay, you're taking a risk, right?
Right.
Um, is
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
product
wait. You're saying he wants to turn all GameStops into eBay stores?
No, I think he wants to use GameStop as an an eBay station or satellite, right?
Okay.
So take for example, say I want to sell this controller, right? I want to sell my PlayStation controller, right?
Okay.
And so for me to do that, I'd have to go on eBay and I'd have to be like, okay, um, uh, use like new controller. I want $60, hypothetically. I'm not wouldn't
Why
do that,
wouldn't you buy a new one?
but I'm just saying, like, well, new ones are $70. I mean, probably not be $60, but anyway, I'm just we're we're
I'm
straying
just giving you a hard time, dude.
even from the point. But if I'm trying to sell the controller online, then there's an amount of risk that not only for the person that's buying it on the other end, thinking that they're getting something that was described in a certain way, and when you when the seller ships it, he's taking a risk that they're actually going to pay for it, right? And I think there's methods for them to kind of alleviate all that kind of stuff on the seller's end, but the buyer still has a risk. Um, now, um, with eBay working with GameStop, you can take it into a GameStop and be like, well, this is what I have that I want to sell. Now you can rate it to tell me or to tell the buyer, yes, this is, you're getting a security behind what you're selling and what they're buying.
That's kind of an interesting take, but I wouldn't get into it.
And not even just that.
I mean,
If you utilize GameStop as almost similar to like a say a FedEx hub, right?
okay.
You turn GameStops into like little eBay hubs, then and they've already got something implemented with other companies right now. When I worked there, we had I can't remember what it's called, but you could make purchases online and take it back to GameStop, and we would package it, and then UPS
Right, right,
would come and pick it up and take it back to the supplier.
right.
So that was already there. So if eBay was to kind of merge into that, I mean, you could do the same thing.
I don't think it'll fly.
I don't
This is
like
my opinion.
if I don't like the controller I bought, I can send it back or take it, go back to
Let's
GameStop.
be real. People went to GameStop for used games, which are going away. So why
Well,
don't
and
they
that's
just sell hot
the,
dogs?
see the CEO was like, they don't. He doesn't even care,
Of course not.
because
Most of them don't.
because the games, the money that they make off of used games is minimal or a fraction of what they profit off of.
Well, they sure moved a lot. I mean, they
Well,
had big bins and
they've done a
everything.
lot of transitioning, because like he said, several years ago before he took over, um, GameStop was about ready to go bankrupt, right? And ever since then, now they're profiting, making 150 million or whatever it is a year. Um, so I
I don't
mean,
know anybody that goes to GameStop anymore.
uh, I've gone to GameStop, so I can't say I don't go there, but um, it's it's a lot more difficult now with them closing stores down.
Mm.
Um, I know they closed down several different stores. Um, and if you look online or look on Google Maps for a GameStop near you, you'll see a bunch of them, but a lot of them will say permanently closed. So it's like,
Yes.
I know there's at least two within 20 minutes of me, at least two.
Okay. Uh, I want to comment on there are certain things that we did that people want us to do again. But unfortunately, there's people that kind of ruin those events. Okay. And that's probably why we're not doing it again. For example, if you start, let's say, let's say I do the Dungeons and Dragons, and you guys are a bunch of jerks
Yeah.
and all that, I'm out of there, dude. I'm gone. You'll never see Dungeons and Dragons again. So I'm working on it. I'll give you the info. But once again, if you wanted to go away, not a problem. So I'm just done with policing people. You know, I literally turn off the chat room because I can't read the stupid comments that they're forming and talk to you and have a logical conversation. So I
Yeah.
want to be really clear. Some of you probably are going, well, how come Jack's not answering our questions? Because most of you are insane. And it's a little difficult to sludge through all the mud to get to a good question. That's all. Like my cooking stream is really good. But I want to be so if you guys want us to interact with you more, then obviously moderators step hard, help us out, and we'll clean it up so that we can. Because I miss interacting with you guys. But if you're going to talk stupid stuff or you're going to throw mud, we're just not going to deal with it. You can watch.
And that's the whole thing. Like, we don't come on here to do this to or basically babysit people from acting stupid. We come on here to just kind of have a discussion and
Yeah. And some of
enjoy.
you, by the way, have good things to say.
Yeah, there are some people that do,
Yeah.
but fortunately, it's drowned out with people that want to just talk crap or
And
just
if you hopped on a plane right now, if you hopped on a plane and flew to any one of those people that talk trash, they would have the most miserable life ever. Like it would be like they're living in their mother's basement, miserable. Literally. I can guarantee it. You would look at their life and go, yeah, that's probably why you comment the way you do. Because you literally, misery loves company. It's the honest to God truth. So, and I just want to be clear about that because my goal with Jimmy's show too is that we interact with you more. So put a little effort into some of those comments. Stop saying stupid crap. Just stop it. Okay. If you don't have an IQ, don't worry, you'll find one. Okay. All right. But there are some good people that just want to have a conversation. So let's not ruin it for everybody. Why would you? Your username is literally right there. That's why I can't believe some of the things that have been said. I'm like, oh my gosh. God, they literally said that? Like, I talked about how I hated, what was the GTA? I hated that they would rape hookers like in the back of taxis, okay? Or beat them up or whatever. And one of my commenters said, oh no, I love it. I play GTA so I can beat up prostitutes. I'm like, you literally admitted you're an idiot. You're stupid. So
Well,
we
I
like
mean,
to level it up.
to be fair, I think there are people out there like that.
The
Because
nice
I was
people don't
watching a
talk.
video, and games have definitely gotten a lot softer uh, over the years. Because
What do you
like
mean softer? What do you
there's
mean?
games where you could basically behead people in the game, and a bunch of different things. Um, so games are nowadays.
Can you still teabag? Because that's all I care about.
Good example. I'm playing The Witcher, right?
But
I'm slicing
you can
people.
still teabag though today, right?
Huh?
You still can teabag people.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
All right. Well, that's cool. As long as that's still there, that's
yeah.
cool.
I mean, that's still available. I mean, it's kind of funny that was actually kind of funny. We had an invader in Elden Ring, and we were sort of messing with him, and somebody actually sent us a comment like, "Why you're like 3-on-1? Well, yeah, you're one coming in trying to interrupt our mission, our quest that we're
Yeah, we're
trying to
trying to
work.
have fun.
Yeah, we're trying to do something, and you want to come and interrupt. So yeah, of course we're gonna tag your ass.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Junior is
but
big on that. Like easy boy.
but no, as far as like games being like tamer, um, I'm sitting there playing The Witcher, and I'm chopping people in half. I'm seeing their guts like spill out. I'm seeing their heads chop off.
Yeah.
Their legs come right out from underneath them. So I
Why do
mean,
you think Killer Instinct was a great video game? You had all
yeah,
those
but I'm
finishing
saying like
moves.
nowadays, they're going as far as censoring things to the point where you've taken the concept of the game out of it.
We're
Um,
raising a bunch of
like
gamer
Black Flag.
pansies.
Do you hear the thing about Black Flag?
No.
So okay, there's a pirate ship. On the pirate ship, you have the header, right? On the front of the ship, you have the icon or the statue or whatever that you can
Right,
put on the
right.
front of the ship, right? Um, typically, you'll see like uh, was it like a siren on the front of the ship, or a mermaid, or an eagle, or whatever, on the front of your ship. Well, one of them in Black Flag. Now, the original release. Well, I'll tell you what happened in the new one first. But there's a siren that you can get. Now, mind you, it's a wooden statue that you put on the front of your ship, and it's nothing perverted about it. It shows breasts on the statue. It's not detailed. It's just a wooden statue,
But
right?
she's big and breasted, right? Big
But,
breasted.
well, no, it's not even that. It's not even the size of them. It's just it wasn't really. They weren't even really big, but it was just wood, right? That represented
Ah, you said wood. Just
um my mind's not there. But um,
sorry.
but the game or the developers for the remake put a top over it, in order to cover it up. And it's like
That's
you go back to
lame.
the original game and it's still uncovered, and you're like, wait, why? Why are you censoring a ship in a female form on a ship?
Because the world's
Like,
about giving you what you don't want and taking away what you
and
want. Great
it's
world we
not
live
like
in.
and it's not even like I don't know. It's not even. I wouldn't even consider it provocative because it's not really. That's not.
They had like mermaids.
If
They
you've
had
ever,
women at the front of their ship in real life.
yeah, exactly.
It's not
If
like
you
it
ever
did
seen
anything that didn't exist.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they had statues of Zeus where everything full junk was hanging out, right?
Hmm.
But I
I
wonder if
bet
they
they didn't cover
remade that.
that, did they?
Like if they remade that, would they cover it up? Probably not because it's a
No,
male.
no,
It's not a female form.
yeah,
So, but or like another thing that was going on with Black Flag was that you had um what are they called? Oh man, the words on the tip of my tongue. But basically they're hookers or whores or whatever, right? That are wenches that you would hire to distract guards or whatever, right? Um
part of the game,
now
right?
yeah, it's part of the game. It's pirates, right?
Right.
Like you've okay, here, a good example. You went to Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, they got rid of the
And they got
chasing.
rid of all that, right?
I know
Same
the
thing.
guy chasing the girl. They got rid of.
They the same thing that they're doing in Black Flag is they're not they didn't get rid of it, but they made all the girls look like gender neutral. Like they didn't look like girls anymore.
This is
It's like,
gross.
why
It's
are you?
gross.
It's it's just a video game, guys. It's not
Wait, okay.
actual
If
women.
you don't think it's gross, tell me what girl looks like a guy and is making a lot of money on OnlyFans? None. Nobody will pay for that. Nobody will
Good point.
invest in that. Nobody wants to see that. You
That's a good.
know, if your hair is shaved above your ears, yeah. Well, there you go.
I don't know. They there are guys that are trying to become women that make money on OnlyFans and stuff like that. I've heard
Ugh.
stories
I've
like
never been, so I'm guessing.
that's I mean that's disgusting in my point of view, um but I mean it does exist.
That's like
Blasphemy.
some of the latest roles. Jason Momoa, I think his name Momoa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like some of the roles I've seen him in recently, they've completely made him feminine. His character, like the most masculine guy. Women don't want to see a feminine Jason Momoa. They want to see him beat up people. That's like The Rock wearing a dress. You know, it. They ladies don't want to see that. If they say they're okay with it, they're not. They're lying. They're lying just to prove their political position. But women want to see manly men, good looking. Mark Wahlberg, good looking, strong. You know, every anyway. I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of uh somebody like Jason Momoa, are you going to or have you seen the new Moana?
Nope. And it's bombing, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, they're like admitting real numbers. Not good. I think it only made like 100 million opening weekend. They wanted way more than that. The problem is they're spending too much money. How about you don't pay for the actors? You're paying all the millions for the actors. How about you pay the writer? You write good movies, write good stories, and we'll go. I don't need to know who that person is on
See,
screen.
that's I think um that's one of the things with the writer's strike is because they're trying to go over to AI created movies and stuff like that, right?
Oh, does AI do scripts now too?
They can. They can.
I know. Oh,
Like
by the
I
way,
could ask AI to script an episode for us.
okay, by the way, I'm playing a video game. I think I'm 20 hours in. Dude, I paid $2 for it.
Which
Two
game?
dollars. It's called The Last Campfire. It's a puzzle. It's like Portal. It's a puzzle game
Oh,
to
okay.
get through the story. It's got a great story, and I think it's French.
You said
But
The Last Campfire?
The Last Campfire. It's kind of like how Laura Croft would come up to a cave. She got to do special stuff to open the door of the cave. That kind of thing. It's those type of puzzles. Okay.
Oh,
It's like $2. I don't know if it's still on sale. It was on sale for $2.
on PlayStation.
Say again?
It's $15 on PlayStation.
Yeah, well, PlayStation's lame. So anyway, it's like $2. It's 15 on the Apple App Store.
Yeah,
It's two.
$1.50 on Steam.
Oh yeah, $1.50 on Steam. There you go. Listen, who's gonna win the video game wars? Steam.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everybody else gonna fall
I
in
just
line.
saw, was it? Well, Michael Caine was saying earlier that you can buy a game for like 20, 30, or $40 in at GameStop, and the game on the PlayStation Store will still be full price, $70. Um, but that's not to say, like, I have bought games on the PlayStation Store. Uh, if I buy them, they're typically going to be $5, $10. I very rarely will spend, you know, uh,
You hang out in the sales section.
yeah, I stick with the sales section.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
I even put it like, because on on PlayStation Store, you can wish list things,
Yeah,
right?
same with
And
Xbox.
yeah, you can wish list it, and then when it comes on sale, it
Mhm.
gives me a notification saying, "Hey, the
Why
game that
not?
your wish list is on sale."
I mean, that $2 game is awesome.
Found out about Sekiro, it was like, "Hey, this game is on sale, and normally it's $70. I got it for 30." And that's probably the most I've ever spent on a game on the PlayStation Store, and
Well,
only because it was $30. I went ahead and did it. I probably should have, like, because I typically want to buy them physical, but if I can, like, there's games I can just kind of switch over to. Um, and if I have, say, one physical game that I'm playing it, and then a digital game, I can jump back and forth between the two games
mhm.
and not have to worry about having to swap out discs.
I like how you can buy the demo, get the demo for free, but keep everything you've done and upgrade the game to the full version. I
Yeah,
like that. Some don't do that. You got to start over. I'm like, really? And some let you keep going. I love that.
ironic you say that. Did you know that if on PlayStation, if you decide to move out of country, you got to start a whole new PlayStation account? Yeah,
What?
you can't take your PlayStation account
Oh
over.
yeah, I would start on Xbox or
Country.
somebody else. Hey, listen, I
And
gotta run because I gotta go to
Steam
the
is,
store and buy some stuff.
but Steam, you can still do that. You can go from country to country. So there's another plus for Steam. So
I'm liking Steam more and more every day, man.
yeah, same here. But we'll
Um,
talk about it more, or talk some more later about it. And I'll let you go and let everybody in the chat go. And
yeah.
we'll catch everybody on the next stream.
And if YouTube moderating isn't helping you, call me if you can't.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're only 3 clicks away from Boys Club.
yeah,
I'll teach you those 3 clicks.
but all right, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll catch you all next time.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and it's been a pleasure because I haven't looked at the chat room. I know Jimmy has, but I haven't. So,
Not
but I
and
do want to. I want to go back to talking with you. But unfortunately, a lot of you talk too much. But anyway, Jimmy, you have a good one, okay?
Yep. You too.
All right. You guys take care.
Take care.
Bye.